We have a 2013 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport 2.0 Turbo. We're here to do rear brakes and rotors. So let's get started. Alright, so tools you will need to complete your job is you will need a 14mm ratchet and socket. You will need a caliper, some type of caliper compression tool. Lube for the caliper pins. Screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver. First thing you do is you take the cap off, put a towel over it. That way you'll have less resistance for the air when you push in the caliper piston to go back up through the system. Next you want to take the tire off, which is 21mm socket to take off the lug nuts. Next thing you want to do is you have these Phillips screws that are holding the rotor in place. I normally take the screwdriver and a pair of pliers. Okay, that is not working. Okay, the other side come off just fine. So since the regular screwdriver will not work, I'll have to get an impact screwdriver to try to get these loose. There we go, one loose. That wasn't too bad. Take the Phillips screwdriver and take the screws that hold the caliper into place. As you can see, they're old and crusty. Use the hammer, not your hand. Okay, there we go. That's the top one. We'll do the bottom one. Okay. Take them out with your fingers. Take the caliper off. Uh-oh. Take the caliper off. Okay. Ooh, that is rusty. Oh my gosh, look at the rust fall out of that. You probably couldn't see that on camera, but that is covered in rust. She may need a new caliper. Like I told her, she may need a new caliper. So let's see if I can push this in. We will use the caliper compression tool. Put it on one of the ears. And let's see if she'll go back in. And the answer to that question is no, it will not. It will not go back in, guys. That means we'll have to call the customer back. She will have to have a new caliper. So what we'll do is we'll leave this one sitting here. We will go on the other side, get to this point, and see if I need two calipers instead of one. Okay, so we've come here on the passenger side now. Use a hammer, not your hands. Take them loose. Bolts are out. You see the rust in the camera come out of that? Anyway, this one was full of rust as well. It don't look as bad. All right, so we're going to take the, I'll have to say the caliper tool, put it on the caliper and see how easy that pushed in. So yes, she is going to need caliper for the driver's side. Great news. Now you get bonus features. For the other side, I'm going to have to order a caliper so you will see how to bleed the brake on this Hyundai Santa Fe. Next thing to do is to take the brakes out. See, the pads over there was metal. This has a little bit of meat left. The other side is metal, so that tells me a automatic caliper fail, and with all the rust. All right, so now that we got the caliper off, now it's time to replace the, now it's time to take the bracket loose. You want to make sure you put your caliper in a secure spot so you don't damage the brake hose like before. Use a hammer, not your hand. Okay. It's hard for y'all to see, but this other caliper bracket bolt is on the other side of this bracket. So the hard part is I'm going to have to figure out how to, hopefully I can get my socket in there and be able to get it loose. It's not going to be very easy, but we will try. I might have to come up here. Hey, here we go. Yeah. So just do it on top. Not as hard as I thought. There's no way to get any kind of power tools or anything in there, so you just have to keep wrenching it very little. Oh, goodness gracious. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. About to get that stuck in there. Now let's see if I can. So now I'll have to get a wrench. A regular wrench to finish it so it don't get stuck in there. Ah, look, the bolt's out, yay! We will take the Phillips screws that I broke loose earlier out. Okay. Let me take the top bolt out, which is a whole lot easier. Okay. Now the caliper bracket's out. So now I take the hammer, beat this thing off. Two good old hits. Now look at it, yeah. Anyway, there's the rotor. There's the back of the rotor. There's the front of the rotor, all that rust. Well, the parking brake don't look too bad. Don't see any leaks or anything. There's the rotor. Spray the rotor with Blake clean. Yep. On there. Make sure you line these up with, line them bolt holes up. Make sure you line those two bolt holes up so you can put the little Phillips screwdrivers back in there. It's gotta be snug. They don't have to be like. There we go. Yep. Okay. You see that spot? That is where they would normally take a piece of rubber out to adjust the emergency brake. You have to take it out of the old one and put it in the new one.
What is it? The little rubber?
There we go.
Oh.
It's the rubber stopper that you take and when you want to adjust the parking brake. So take the caliper bolts out, wipe them down, put some purple lube on them. Back in the hole. Remember, take one out at a time so you know where they go. There we go. Take off the bad hardware. And remount the caliper bracket. Give it one good peck. Now we'll go to the top bolt. Get it in. New hardware going
You
on.
can't see everything.
Okay. Squealer always goes on the back pad. The one I've ever took off had. See that? Sometimes you gotta do that. Yeah. No. Gotta go on at the same time. There we go. Finally. Alright, so the hardware ain't hitting there. Hardware ain't hitting there. It's in there pretty good. Now that we got the brakes in, we put the caliper back in it. Plug in. Plug in. 14 millimeter. Alright, there we go. Passenger side rear is done. Let's move back to the driver's side. Metal to metal. 14 millimeter. Got the hammer. That's all I got. That's it. I can't get I tried to get a ratchet wrench in there and I couldn't get a ratchet wrench in there too fat.
3 hours.
Ta-da! Hammer time! The other one come off with 2 hits. There he goes. Parking brake don't look too bad. Grab the rotor. Screws back in it.
All I do is hold the rotor in place and get the wheel back on.
Try to put this piece on there. Alright. Now that's done. Shiny. Now I gotta get it apart. I think what I'll do is mount it and then take it apart.
Take nothing doing. Get the bolt loose. Get the bolt loose. Yep. Hold it.
It's rusty in the lock washer. I mean, I'm pretty sure I heard it fall. Alright, so I am installing the new caliper bracket. I don't have to do the slides because they already come pre-made. But I do have to tighten up the bolts. I got her done.
Did you take the top one out too?
Huh?
I thought you left the top one in.
Top what? No, this is the new one.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you'd left the old
No,
top
this is a
hardware
new.
in.
No, this is a new caliper and all.
Oh.
So I'm hoping I can. I'm hoping all this will go together like it's supposed to. Yeah, see? Fell right into place with a new caliper. Look at that. Fell right into place. Love it. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see here. I'll put this on here. This on here. hope 11 works. Yeah, it'll work for now. They're trying to break all this loose. Then I'll take this off, put the old one on there, and then fold it down, and then take the. Oh, that ain't gonna work. I'll take you out. These out. Set that right here. Hopefully it'll go in there. Yeah. Because there ain't no way that I'll be able to hold that and turn that at the same time. Rusty's that is. You know?
Yeah.
So it has to be a 12. Fingers, it's so.
Well, you gotta look, it's been in there for how many years?
It ain't but a 13.
Well, that's still almost 10 years.
Yeah, I think these things come from up north somewhere. As bad as it's
Rusted.
Yep. Alright, so I have to let that sit there and hang. I didn't want to, but now let me take this off. This off. Down. And then let me grab the brakes. Try not to get brake fluid on. Brakes back in there. That one. Brakes are in there. I'll grab the new
Caliper.
Alright, now those are tight. The new bolt out anyway. Right.
One goes before it, one goes
Yep,
after.
if I get them apart. Alright. Come on. Take this out. Stick that through there. Oh, I dropped it. I dropped it. Okay. Stick that there. This one has a line-up pin. It's real easy screwing that in that you don't cross thread it. There we go. Give her a good snug. You want to compress those copper O-rings just a little bit. Open this up and I let it gravity bleed. I'm gonna have to bleed them, but right now it's just let them gravity bleed. It's probably hard for y'all to see, but what I'm doing is put the main brake line on the caliper, took the bleeder screw out, I'm letting it gravity bleed. It's hard for you to see, but the fluid's already running out. So I put the bleeder screw back in it. It's got good flow, that means the hose has not been collapsed. The hose is still good. Snug it up. So what I'm getting ready to do now is getting ready to bleed the brakes. So what I'm going to do is she's going to hop in there, she's going to pump the brakes. So get the brakes, you know, like you normally do when we first do a brake job. Kind of pump them up, make sure they get hard. Double check, make sure the cap's on there. Yep. So she's going to get a firm pedal and I'm going to turn that open and see how much air comes out of it. All right, ready? Pump it up.
Okay.
Bleeder screw. Oh, that's a good stream.
4.
It's a good stream. That's why if you gravity bleed them first, 95% of the air is out of them. All right, pump it up again. We'll do it about 2 or 3 times. Ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
4.
She's saying floor because that's when the pedal hits the floor. All right, one more time.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
4.
That's beautiful. All right. All right, pump it up. See what you got. Got a good pedal.
Oh yeah, I got a very good pedal.
All right, let off.
Okay.
Hit the brakes. Nice. All right. So there was your bonus features. Leaving the brakes. That's how you bleed a caliper. Now if I were to put caliper on the other side, I'd have to bleed that one too, but since I only replaced one, I only let air on this side, so I'm pushing the air out. So now the only thing left to do, put the wheels and tires on it, and take it for a test drive. I forgot to mention one thing. After you get all these tight, spray it off with brake clean, and fill around there. Make sure you ain't got no leaks. Alright, so the last thing you do before you take it out for a test drive is you put the cap back on the reservoir, make sure it's full, you torque the tires to 100 foot-pounds, and now you're ready to take it or test drive. So until next time, bye now.